Well, I'm joined today by the mayor of Fall River, Paul Coogan. Mayor, thanks so much for being with us.
No, thanks for having me on, Kim. Appreciate it.
Well, I wanted to start today with the coronavirus's impacts on the city of Fall River. The Massachusetts Department of Public Health puts the city in the yellow risk category, meaning that the average daily case rate over the last 14 days has been about 4 to 8 cases per 100,000. And the state says that case count is now trending higher. What do you make of that trend, Mayor?
Well, when we get numbers like that, Kim, we look at the demographics for the group that's, bringing it up. Is it an outbreak in a nursing home? Is it an outbreak amongst young people or old people? And our positives are spread right across the board. I talked to the Department of Health yesterday about that. We're not really able to identify one specific group that's the driver of those numbers. I really thought this time we were going to be in the red because we check our numbers every day. But I know Boston was at 7.9 and we're at 7.6. Yesterday was the first day for the next count. We only had 5 cases. So we're hoping to stay in the yellow or head back. We were in the green once, so we'd love to be back there.
Just this week, the city reported its first case of coronavirus in Fall River Public Schools. So can you tell us more about who that person is?
Yeah, I believe that wasn't even, I don't think that was a Fall River public school. That was someone else, but I don't really know enough about it. I'm trying to keep an eye on the Fall River public school. I don't believe we've had one yet. There was another teacher in one of the schools in Fall River.
So no cases inside of Fall River public schools?
I wouldn't say that. There's probably cases, but no reported cases. I haven't heard of anybody coming down with anything or anything like that.
No confirmed cases?
Nothing confirmed.
Mayor, you're a former educator. What's your take on how back to school has gone so far?
I think it's gone relatively well. I look at the time they're home in the hybrid model. They're split back and forth. I think in schools, it seems like in schools, the kids that are in there are getting a good, solid education, and it seems like they're learning. I toured 3 schools this week, for Veris, Laterno, and yesterday I was in Fonseca, and the kids in the classrooms all seem genuinely enthused to be back at schools. The teachers are obviously wearing masks. The supply, and I did a little spot poll at Laterno the other day in a 2nd grade. Probably 15 kids in there. I said, "How many are glad to be back in school?" Every hand went up. So they want to be back. They miss that interaction and that contact. And it's kind of sad. I wish we weren't in this predicament, but like I said, I'm hoping we get through it, and it's just part of where we are right now.
Mayor, the other issue I wanted to talk to you about is the census. Do you have an idea of how many folks in Fall River have responded?
I think we're somewhere in the high 50s. We started off this campaign, I think we were somewhere around 44, 45. So we've come up maybe, 10, 12 points. But that's really not where anybody wants to be. We'd love to be 70 and up or 60 and up. This morning, they did extend the deadline for the census to the end of October, which will give us some additional time to work on. I visited Fall River Food Pantry yesterday, where we had a census table set up. This morning, we were at Citizens for Citizens, where we had another table set up, and we're going to have one set up tomorrow. We're going to keep working, but in this time, Kim, it's not like a traditional time. You can't knock on a door because people don't open the doors. They're not interested. They don't want to open the doors to anyone. That person could be bringing disease into my house or my family. So literally, the people that are out doing our census work are saying they're not answering the doors. So you need them to do it on a computer. We can't just fill out a form and then enter the data ourselves. So it is a real challenge, and we're just going to keep working our way through it.